Afternoon. It's your boy Lucky. I am back on the airwaves. I am back on the scene. And we are here with Silent No More once again. So today we're going to talk about fear. And the fear that we're going to talk about today is the fear of change. Um, I know change happens all the time in life. The more things change, the more they stay the same. But I've always been afraid of change and scared to go in new directions and do things because I always liked comfortability. I always liked consistency. And I had to finally look in my mind and figure out why. And the answer is because when I was a kid, change for me meant new dangers, new threats, new people to be around, a new environment to live in, not knowing what the outcome was, not knowing if I was going to be with a new big brother that was going to sexually abuse me, or if I was going to be left with a cousin or an uncle that, wanted to play with me, you know, or if I was going to be a punching bag, for somebody's frustrations. So usually when things change for me, it always meant that things were about to go from bad to worse. I went from foster home to foster home. I went from family member to family member. I went from trick to trick. I went from neighborhood to neighborhood. I didn't know what stability was. So that's why I'm always scared to change into new environments and be around new people because I don't trust people. I'm actually very terrified of people. I also have a condition called agoraphobia. Agoraphobia is an intense fear to go outside or to be in any type of social interaction. And I will stay in the house for days at a time because things will change so quick and so often in the outside world. I would never know who to trust. I would never know, what they're trying to come at me with, and I would always want to do things that are comfortable, that made me feel good and made me feel safe. And you can't do that in the world all the time in every situation. So you have to learn to cope. But speaking of change, I'm taking a break from the sewing and the fashion shows and the lineups and the critiquing, and I'm taking a break from all that. Okay, and it's time to make a change. I have a myriad of skills. I've got a plethora of skills that I can utilize to give back to the world and to give back to me. So, it's time to just explore new avenues. And I'm always scared that I'm gonna fail. And I'm always scared that I'm gonna succeed. I'm just always scared, of the next thing, of the new things. And you know what? I don't want to be scared anymore. I don't want to be, stagnant anymore. I don't want to stand still. I don't want to not evolve. I have to evolve. Everybody on this earth has to evolve one way or another. You're going to change. And what you change into is actually up to you based on each decision that you make. So if you're not willing to change at some point, whether it be for the better or for the worse, then you're not living, you're merely existing. So yeah, I've had my own company. I've had several companies. I've had production companies. I've been on stage. I've performed. I've written music. I've written a book. I've sang. I've done, oh my God, I've done advocacy work. I have done big brother work. I have been an uncle. I have been a father. I have been all of these things. And I never thought I would ever be all of these things and be able to live such a full, eclectic life. And so now I'm changing again. And I want to go and put my life in the hands of somebody else. I want to learn to trust again. I want to learn to explore new standards. I want to learn to explore new levels of responsibility and accountability. I want to learn, how to be in, social environments on a professional level that, whereas when I leave from that situation, I've gained something for my soul. I've gained something for my pocket. I've gained something for my mind. I'm tired of doing the same things or doing some things the same way and getting the same result. Technically, that's insanity if you're doing the same thing and expecting different results. I don't expect anything anymore. I don't demand anything anymore. I ask the universe for what I need. I ask God for what I need. And then I'm willing to go to work and work on it and work for it. And I'm willing to do without on purpose so that I can learn some humility or that I can learn some gratitude or that I have time enough to think of what am I going to do when I get some money? What am I going to do, with this energy? What am I going to do with these talents? There's always a chance to learn something new, and because of my fear of change, then I limited myself and I got locked into a world of addiction and self-abuse and degradation that most people will never see and that some people will never escape. So when people tell me that I've changed, oh, you're changing. Yes, thank you. I've changed. I'm changing. I'm going to continue to change. I want to change all of that. I want to change all the habits that I used to participate in. I want to change perspectives. I want to change views. I want to change minds. I want to turn lives around. That's what I want to do. When people tell me, oh, you talk too much, and people tell me, oh, you're too gay, or you're too feminine, or you're too this, or you're too that, you know what? Honestly, I can say, screw you. I'm different. I'm unique. I'm original. I'm fast on my feet. I think fast. I talk fast. I'm multi-talented. I'm multifaceted. My mood and my perspective can change on a dime. And yes, I'm sensitive, but I don't have to apologize for any of that anymore. I don't have to apologize to anybody anymore ever. I don't have to humble myself if I don't choose to. I don't have to butch up if I don't choose to. I don't have to do anything that I don't choose to. So if I decide to change my mind, or if I decide to change my career, or if I decide to change my outlook, then I have that right. I give myself permission to do what I want to do, how I want to do it now. I don't need anybody's approval. I don't need to live up to anybody else's standard. I don't need to, have their influence. I don't need them hovering over my shoulder. I don't need them